It's probably best for Jamie to get a better idea of the kind of things he could produce for you. Give him an idea of your dress and the whole sort of style of the wedding.
I'm trying to keep everything quite low-key. The venue is very rustic and the dress I've got is laced from head to toe, quite vintage style, so that's why I'm worried about the bright wild flowers.
Bright flowers can work really well. They can kind of stand out even more in a kind of opulent kind of castle or chateau, which you could have. They can blend in against the kind of golds and the reds and the kind of opulent colours, so in a low-key venue they can add a lot. So I guess with most brides is trying to be brave and kind of push it a bit and just go for it, and it does always work with a good florist.
So you would go for some bright colours, because obviously it's a lovely summer wedding. What kind of colours would you be thinking of?
Me personally, I think kind of lemons and oranges, soft pinks and greens. So you can go for pale colours with the odd bright colour put through here and there.
I think that would work nicely,
So
yeah.
you're toning it through. I think kind of lemons and pastel pinks and a bit of bright pinks and some red maybe could look pretty stylish. So it's still fairly safe with the pastel tones going through, and going for a kind of a very bright kind of yellow and hot orange kind of display obviously isn't you.
No, it might be a bit much, I think.
Yeah, it would clash with the venue too, I think. So I think pastel tones would work a bit better.
So Vicky, I know that you put together the lovely bouquets and table centres section in Wedding Flowers magazine. You must have a really good idea of the kind of flowers that would work well. What kind of varieties are your favourites for this kind of venue?
Well, I think that particularly if Beth's going for a French Provençal kind of feel, I really think that lavender's probably a very important flower that she should be using within her bouquet or within the table centres. Other beautiful wild flowers would be poppies, which come in some beautiful orange colours, which aren't too zesty but are pretty enough to brighten up a venue. Other flowers she could use which would look lovely would be chrysanthemum blooms, which a lot of people don't like chrysanthemums, but actually blooms, they are really big chrysanthemums and they look really, really pretty, particularly in some zesty sort of orangey colours and some yellows if you want to brighten up the table centres at all. Not really for your bouquet, but definitely for table centres. I think for a rustic venue you really need to brighten up the venue with some bright colours on your table centres.
You talked about bouquets. James, what kind of ideas would you put together for Beth's bouquet if she's going for a very vintage lace dress?
Is it sparkly as well? Or?
A little bit of